So trading is one of the only, well, I don't want to say only because I don't know this, but it has been life-changing, right? In so many different ways, where learning so many different principles that you're not used to, right? That's what trading will do. The world teaches you to work hard. Effort equals profit, right? Which it does, right? Modern society, the more you work, the harder you work, the more money you make, right? Overtime means more money, like certain civilized principles of such. And trading will teach you the exact opposite, right? If you're able to learn the lesson, right? I know a lot of people that weren't able to actually learn the lesson, right? They failed. And that's why trading can be very strenuous on your, mental game. Because a lot of the principles life teaches you, right? Your brain develops these neurological pathways, and based on experience, these principles work, right? Such as, hard work equals more money, more effort, more money, more trades equal more money. Doing well means, every trade is green, right? These are the certain lies that we learn the more that we trade, right? Because the more that we trade, we realize less trades actually makes you more money. Less effort, right? You're in more of like a transcendent flow state when you're getting in and out of the market successfully, right? And there are basic universal principles that still do apply, and if you ask me, they actually apply with a greater force in the market, right? Such as, you reap what you sow, right? That's a universal principle that has been life-changing. And the sooner you realize that, the better. And what I mean by that is effort in equals income out, right? If we're talking about Newton's third law, right? With every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction, right? Effort in, meaning journaling, studying, preparing, understanding, right? Gaining wisdom and knowledge through losing trades, right? Not just walking away from your computer, right? Those are seeds that you must sow in this game, right? To reap the harvest, the garden, the forest of profitability, and obtain and retain that consistency mentality and philosophy, right? That takes years of stringent efforts and practices and just monotonous tasks in the market that cost us dear mental fortitude and capabilities, right? Because that's the reality of it, right? Is that the market is going to cost you not just money, it's going to cost you to question all that you've known and learned, and develop better patterns and practices and precepts, right? To develop the principles needed to actually obtain consistent results, right? It's not just, show up to the market and flourish, right? It's show up to the market and eat massive shit over and over and over. And then once you think you got it, you get a bit complacent. And it's crazy. I really do believe a lot of this comes from entitlement, spirits, and emotions, right? And because a lot of us think that we actually deserve to make the money, right? We've studied, we've put in the work, we know the strategy, we've been trading 2 years, and this is the thing, because everybody gets it confused, and they think it deserving to work and it working for you means working for you every day, right? This is where so many traders make mistakes. This is where I failed for the longest time, because it's not that the market doesn't work for you, it's that your expectations are completely skewed and out of whack. Think about it, right? What does work for you actually even mean, right? Does it mean every single day you have a banging phenomenal trade? Well, that's impossible. It's absurd. There's no way that the market can even produce price action worthy of amazing trades every single day. It's incomprehensible, and it's extremely naive and arrogant to believe or think that that's even a possibility, right? Like, so, you know, and if we're gonna truly dive into going back to why most traders fail, I truly believe it's entitlement, right? Traders really believe that they're entitled to profits after what, 2 years, 3 years of trading, right? Like, think about it. Like, and this was me. I literally believed that, oh, I should be doing good, right? I've been trading 3 years. That doesn't mean anything. You could trade for 1 day and do good, right? It's the mindset. The reason why it doesn't happen quite often is because the mindset it takes to execute in and out of the market with no remorse on a profitable basis, it takes years to mold. That mindset takes years. It takes so much pressure to form and to become the shape, the understanding, right? Well-rounded spiritual individual that can actually accept loss and walk away and understand, hey, yeah, this may be a red trade, but it's okay because in the grand scheme of things, right, and on a monthly basis, I'm profitable, right? So to get to that point, man, it's a journey. It's a massive journey, guys, right? Like, you'll read in books, oh, risk reward. Of course I'll use risk reward, but then, you know, come Friday when you want to end the week green and you're in a bad position, are you really okay with accepting that loss and taking that L, right? If there's ego on the line, right? If there's emotions on the line, if there's pride on the line, if there's value, self-worth, self-honesty, right? If all these are on the line, are you still able to eat that loss, right, and digest it and stomach it, right? Like, because that's what it takes. And to get to that point, it's oh man, it's been a journey, guys. Like, it has been a journey. And even when you get there, right, you get your first month consistent profits, maybe even your first year, you know, it doesn't get easier. You have to change. The market's not going to change. The strategy's not going to change. There's no perfect strategy under the sun. You need to change. You need to become the trader that can actually accept wins and losses, right? Can you accept a win? You know, go ask any trader that's been in the market for about a year and a half, right? He's been beat up pretty bad. Ask him, can you actually accept a win? Meaning, if the trade is completely fine and it's trending in your favor and you understand the concepts and principles of how price action works, right? There's a very high probability that once a trend is established, it's going to continue in that trend, right? So if you're a trader that trades based off probabilities, are you going to stay in the trade and allow the market to pay you? Can you accept the success, right? Everyone talks about defeat, but ask yourself, can you actually accept the success? That's a very hard one. That one took me years to figure out. I'm still working on that, right? Because I always wanted to lock it in, be done for the day, right? What do you mean? The market's trending in your favor. So, you know, there's a lot, guys. Trading is much more than the basic, oh, I understand the strategy, now I'm good. You know, there's a lot of mental work that goes into it, and it takes time, and you need to be patient with yourself, right? You need to understand the game you're playing, and, you know, and be that individual that's not going to give up, right? And just remind yourself on a daily basis, right? This is what I'm doing. This is what it takes. And, you know, and be okay with losing, right? Be okay with suffering loss, and you know, if you take anything from this video, be the journey, right? It's not the destination. it's the journey, right? Be okay with the journey. Be okay with the time it's going to take. Be okay with the failure. And more importantly, be okay with yourself, right? You're doing good. This is one of the hardest games you're ever going to do, right? But once we crack the code, you literally can print money. So, you know, try to wrap your head around that and get more in tuned with the principles that it takes and the person you need to become to make it happen.